Right, moving on to the news that Sebastian Stan is being eyed for a Luke Skywalker Star Wars series. Wow. So this actually comes from Geekosity, and you know what? I trust Mikey Sutton implicitly, so I hope this is true. And to be honest, when he does these sorts of things, he is very candid, and he's like, look, this is what I've been told. This is what I'm hearing. Nothing official has been confirmed yet. So he's basically hearing, and this has been like rumored for quite some time now, that Disney and Lucasfilm are very interested in making a Luke Skywalker series, which is great. That's a brilliant idea, really. I think that's a good idea, because what the hell's going on with Baby Yoda? What's going on with, I've forgotten his actual name, Grogu. What is going on with Grogu? And I hope they do something with that character. I mean, I don't think we're going to be seeing anything about that, really, to be honest. But what we're hearing now is that actually they're interested in, rather than make the whole thing with a CGI character, which would be a stupid thing to do, genuinely stupid thing to do. It would be costly. It would look terrible. No, get an actor in. That would be a much better thing to do. And one of the people that has been in, like, a lot of people have been talking about this guy, and that's Sebastian Stan. Everyone wants Sebastian Stan to play Luke Skywalker because he looks a lot like a young Mark Hamill, and he does look a lot like a young Mark Hamill. So according to Mikey Sutton, if they do this, at the moment, what they're thinking of doing is bringing in someone like Sebastian Stan, or Sebastian Stan himself, to play Luke Skywalker in a solo series. So do let me know what you guys think about that. Right, let's go into the comments. Here, Kazax agrees with me. Avengers 2 was overstuffed, definitely. They used Avengers 2 to set up other stuff when it's better to use other movies to set up Avengers movies. Agreed. Completely agree with you. Eddie Gomez has a question. He says, have you heard anything on when the Eternals and Shang-Chi trailers will come out? Very soon. Very soon. All I'm going to say is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's coming out in a couple of days now. Something around then. I'm pretty sure that's going to be coming out pretty soon. I've heard it's already done. That both of those trailers are finished and ready to go. Especially the Eternals one. The Eternals one is very ready to go. So I think maybe the Eternals one you might see first. Right, Reese75 says, well, I mean, Rosario Dawson was fan cast as Ahsoka and cast officially, so it makes sense for Sebastian Stan to play Luke. Completely agree with you. Of course, Rosario Dawson was a massive bit of fan casting. Incidentally, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but we actually broke the news that Lars Mikkelsen was cast as Grand Admiral Thrawn. So if you know anything about Star Wars Rebels, and if you read the Thrawn books, you'll know who he is, and you'll know that he was name dropped by Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian season 2. So that is like a bit of fan casting that we were told is true, that is genuine, that is happening. And actually, Benedict Cumberbatch today, who is another one of the actors that a lot of people seem to want to play Thrawn, even though I think he's completely wrong for the role, was actually asked by Collider whether he would play the role. And then he was like, who is that? Is he the guy that turns into Peter Cushing's character? Obviously, not really knowing who he was. No, he's not the guy that turns into Peter Cushing's character. That's Moff Tarkin. And then he said, oh, no, it's the blue guy, isn't it? I definitely wouldn't do that. Too much makeup, and I want to spend more time with my kids and not more time in the makeup trailer. So, yeah, seems as though he's ruled himself out. But he was never on the cards anyway to play Grand Admiral Thrawn. Apparently, what I've been told is that Dave Filoni specifically went to Lars Mikkelsen and asked him to do the role. So Lars Mikkelsen was Filoni's choice. And that's great, because he does the voice on Star Wars Rebels, so it makes perfect sense.